Good morning and welcome to Second Presbyterian Church. We're really glad that you've joined us to sing God's praise and receive God's Spirit. Should this be your first Sunday with us, we're really happy that you're here today, and I would ask you to take a moment to fill out this blue and white welcome card and return it in the offering plate so that we might have the opportunity to learn your name. And I would ask everyone to take that red friendship pad, fill that out, and pass it back and forth so that you might get to know the names of the people seated around you today. Today, through February, our 2nd at 6 worship service is going to offer a contemplative series style of worship in which we'll be exploring who Jesus is and what he means for us through silence and prayers and reflective singing. Come and receive the light of Christ in this very peaceful way, 2nd at 6 for the next couple of weeks. And beginning next week, on the occasion of the 500th anniversary of the Reformation, both Dr. Galloway and Dr. Frankie will begin sermon series on the central beliefs of the Reformed faith and how those beliefs continue to shape our lives today. In 2 weeks, we'll have the annual meeting of our congregation and corporation. This will happen between this service and the 11 o'clock worship service. And at this important meeting, we will be electing officers, receiving the 2017 budget, and receiving reports from the missions of our church. There is a luncheon following, and please remember to make your reservations for that. The program at the luncheon will be celebrating 10 years of our mission impact in the world around us. A reminder that because of the Martin Luther King holiday, the building will be closed all day tomorrow. And now I'd like to introduce Elder Carolyn Dederer. Carolyn is the chair of the Business Affairs Committee of Session, and she has a minute for mission for us. Carolyn?
Thank you, John. Members of Second Presbyterian Church, we have a challenge before us. We face a deficit in our 2017 operating budget, or general fund, of $180,000. It's a simple math problem of less income than expenses, and the problem is not caused by the expense side of the budget. Your Business Affairs Committee has made draconian cuts that none of us like, yet we still have not been able to balance the budget. Here's why we find ourselves in this situation. We build our budget based on pledged income, yet only 40% of our members turned in pledges this year. While we are very grateful for those pledges, and many of them represent generous and sacrificial giving, we need more members to pledge their support. For a variety of reasons, some members contribute to the operating budget without making a pledge, and we value those contributions too. But by making a pledge, you help us plan more effectively for Christ's mission. Some members contribute to individual programs and missions without supporting the operating budget. While those gifts are significant too, far too many members do not contribute anything to the general fund. And the general fund is very important. Consider this. Carrying out Christ's mission at Second Presbyterian Church requires both a place and people. Over 500 families a month are fed through our food pantry. Each month, 600 hours of counseling are provided through Centerpoint. Homebound, hospital, home communion visits are all made each week. Hundreds of people gather weekly for Bible study fellowship. Our 6 Sunday worship services, featuring inspirational music and messages, draw 1,000 people a week. Hundreds of children and youth learn and grow each week through Sunday school, Niners, youth program, church school, children's circle. Direct mission support is provided for community organizations and church-wide mission. Christmas benevolence, the great banquet, the summer sale, the bazaar, countless small groups, classes, lectures, retreats. The list goes on. Each of these requires a building and equipment that is functional and well-maintained. Each requires a dedicated staff supported by volunteers to implement, coordinate, and organize. This is what your contribution to the general fund provides. As a faith community, it is important that each of us support the general fund to fulfill Christ's mission. We live in uncertain times. Individual circumstances among us vary. However, previous generations of our church also dealt with uncertain times. They faced world wars, recessions, job losses, political turmoil, social upheaval, retirement, personal debt, and yet they all contributed what they could to move Christ's mission forward. Can we not do the same today? If all of our households gave an additional $100, we would be able to balance our budget. Some of us can pledge and give even more. Every pledge and each contribution is important, no matter the size. In 2 weeks, as John said, the 2017 budget will be presented at the annual meeting. With your commitment, we can have a balanced budget that will sustain and grow our mission as we are called to do. But that can only happen with your help. I'm increasing my pledge, and I hope you will too. Pledge cards are available in the pews, by the way, and online. Thank you very much.